Trouble in paradise is what some international media are using to describe the recent British investigation into allegations of fraudulence and corruption within the TCI government. That investigation unveils shocking testimony that has brought the chain of islands instant notoriety and has many wondering what will happen next. Reports of the Constitution already being suspended surfaced as early as Monday, February 16th. A popular audio recording is now being circulated worldwide, featuring a question and answer session of which an official suspected to be well versed within the British legislative system is speaking about the commission.
I suppose he didn't step down earlier, Ken, because he was anxious to hold on to power for as long as he could. He probably didn't expect as much to come out in the inquiry as did, and a lot of his ministers had revealed that there were monies transferred between various bank accounts, donations and loans given to him. So it now seems that two ministers have put their hat in the ring to challenge him for leadership of the party. So I suppose with that level of discontent, it was time for him to resign.
But the wrangling, the bad publicity, his alleged lavish lifestyle, these have all been bad for the ruling party. Shouldn't Premier Misick have, put party interests first and step down much earlier, as some people have been arguing?
Yeah, I think probably in this case he should have resigned much earlier, but it's the difficulty of who was going to take control after him. And as we've seen, it's not just one figure who's stepped up to the plate, there are several figures. So it's the difficulty for transition of power now and whether the party will be split. The two candidates that have put themselves forward, the former Deputy Premier Floyd Hall and the former Minister of Home Affairs, Gilly Williams. So it'll be interesting to see how they will divide and in fact if anyone else is going to throw their hat into the ring as well.
The official was then questioned on whether or not she thinks the PNP party can survive during these times. She stated that though Britain's decision is pending, history may repeat itself.
I think they probably can, but I think a lot will depend on the results of the Commission of Inquiry. There's an interim report expected at the end of February. The final report is expected at the end of April, and it will be the decision of the British government as to whether they suspend the Constitution and take direct control as they did in the 1980s, or whether they appoint some sort of an interim government from within the Turks and Caicos.
Reflecting on the year 1986, the British government suspended the TCI's constitution and instituted an interim administration for 2 years after staggering evidence revealed during testimonies at the Commission of Inquiry conducted at that time. Members from both the PNP and PDM parties were called to the stand to look into allegations of arson and alleged corruption in the Public Works Department. According to 1986 Foreign Affairs Committee reports, allegations against the governing party were similar to that of the 2009 Commission of Inquiry. Written submissions to the inquiry were alleging corruption in the distribution of Crown land, the distribution of development and contractual agreements, and belongership status.
I think they're likely to go on potentially suspending the Constitution and appointing some sort of an interim administration, whether that's drawn from within the Turks and Caicos or from within the Caribbean. I think certainly it would have to have a Caribbean element so that it's not perceived to be intervention of a colonial power again. But I certainly think they will take this really seriously.
Representatives from Government Information Services have confirmed that the TCI Constitution has not been suspended as the governor awaits the commissioner's reports. The Commissioner of Inquiry, Sir Robin Auld, is set to present a preliminary report from the 2009 Commission of Inquiry this week. For WIV4 News, I'm Nakira John.